100 episodes, 100 years, 100 co-hosts.
Yeah.
100 pals.
I'm having
$100. Millionaire. Fucking millionaire, baby.
I'm gonna have my first of 100 drinks. So cheers to you guys.
Gotten a drink.
Cheers.
I'm enjoying a nice
Whiskey.
Tecate.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is everybody really
Good
drinking
stuff.
except me?
There's not a peer pressure thing. If you don't have a drink,
It is
you
a
don't
peer
want to
pressure
drink.
It is,
thing.
yeah, you need to actually
very
stop
heavily
and get one
is.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We
Stop the
embrace
recording.
All of
Stop.
our straight edge friends. That's great. That's great. Support that.
Do you want me to make you a drink, honey?
Can you bring me in one of the little Fireball bottles?
Okay, I will.
Great idea. Am I like crazy, or do they just sell like a 10-pack of those of like the Fireball
Oh, they
nips
do.
at, like,
Yeah,
bodegas and shit?
Yeah, the place where we buy beer and wine, that's a couple blocks from our apartment. They just on the counter have like little 10 packs of Fireball and also of like the worst coconut rum that I've ever tasted
Oh Lord,
in my whole life.
no.
That's the only liquor they have. Here it is.
Life is too short.
Baby.
We should all be drinking like premium spirits and premium wines. I think we just need to like take the bottom stuff out of the market. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I
totally disagree.
I was reared on this stuff, but life's too short. I mean, when are we going to have Madeira and, port and stuff like that? Because climate change is going to ruin it all. We should all be drinking Barolo with lunch.
I don't know what any of that is, but all alcohol tastes the same.
About?
It all tastes the same.
Just give me paint thinner with like food dye in it. I don't give a shit.
Give me alcohol pills. I don't care.
That's fine.
Alcohol pills.
A couple of years ago there was a brief like I guess like college frat fad. I was about to say fat Fred.
Big boy frat.
Frat fad of like vaping alcohol.
Oh, that doesn't sound safe.
And it like makes you really sick. Like a lot of hospitalizations and stuff.
Oh, that's really sad.
Do you remember there was like a panic, one of those moral panics that the kids were doing vodka shots through their eyeballs?
Really?
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah, sure. Or boofing. That was a big thing, boofing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Remember anal weed?
No.
Remember it? You're listening to it.
Okay, all right. You know what? Just cut it there. No explanation, I think.
Trivia section 1, anal weed.
Section 1. I should have made that a trivia section because it's a guy that I found on Reddit. I should have a section for that.
I'm Googling it.
I don't know if you'll be able to find it. I'll tell you what it is.
I'm going to find something.
You're going to find something. I don't know what you'll find, but it was a specific post, and I think the guy's name on Reddit, he was posting in like the trees subreddit or one of the adjacent ones, and it was about putting, after you vape, you have the stuff left over, you can make edibles with it.
Sure, yeah.
It was about putting like already been vaped weed up his ass as a test. And he just called it anal weed. And it was just really funny. It wasn't very effective. If anybody's wondering about boofing weed, he said he didn't really feel the effects the same way as if he'd had an edible.
Sure.
But it was a very funny post. So
not worth it.
Blows your skirt.
Never worth it.
Never worth it. Or is it?
Shall we do the intro?
Now when I was a young boy, about the age of 5, my teachers taught me I could be the greatest man alive. They told me I could change the world, be whatever I wanted to be. There was no one in the world like me. Every one of us was so unique. I'd not be an average man. No, sir, I'd be no average man. So I had those big dreams.
Welcome back, everyone, to Eat the Rich. This is our oh, fucking hell.
This is our political economy. Ladies, drink free.
You're living in it, baby.
We should keep this in.
You got it.
Yeah,
You've only done it 100 times.
100 times. 100 times, and here we go.
You got it.
Jeez, I only had fucking one sip. Jesus Christ. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Eat the Rich. This is our show about a political fucking A.
Come on.
Let's do speed
Take
round.
3.
Welcome back, everyone, to Eat the Rich. This is a show about our political economy, late-stage capitalism, and the millionaires, billionaires, and multinational corporations hell-bent on staving off its death rattle. Nice. I'm Dwight. Today we have with us Shane.
Okay.
You've got
All right.
And we've got Cari.
Hello.
100 episodes. 100 episodes.
100 years.
It's a biggie.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking weird. Like, I don't know. I just never, we've been having so much fun. I guess we never considered that at some point we would reach a milestone such as this. But here we are. Here we are.
I remember when you posted the first episode and you put 001 in front, the 2 zeros in front of it. I was like, man, that's mighty ambitious. I don't know.
Oh, wow. He was right. He was so right.
And I was just trying to be good with, serial nomenclature and all that stuff.
Sure,
and here we are.
Speaking of serial nomenclature, this is probably closer to episode, 150 or 180 or
I think more, almost 200,
something like that. But 100 of the main show, however we decided to delineate that. Yeah.
And and for everybody else that hasn't heard the other 50, join the Patreon.
Please. Oh my god.
Come on. Shane needs a new pair of shoes desperately.
And that's,
just
maybe don't, because that's where all the properly actionable stuff is. And I'm really starting to get nervous of the body of evidence that anybody can access for $5.
Yeah.
So if law enforcement,
it's gonna be like a budget line item in the prosecution of our case.
We're gonna have to this is gonna be included along with legal fees and in the settlement that we're gonna have to get. Come and get it. You're never gonna find me, coppers. Anyway, so as it stands with a little bit of a tradition here, this is we got to do some trivia. For 100 episodes, it's time for some trivia.
100 questions.
Oh no.
I'm so kidding. I would not have had time to do that. That would be crazy. It's Cari, 150.
Let me turn it over to you. This is your show. This is your trivia extravaganza. So lead us.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So
my mind is at tops 60% capacity. Tops.
Okay.
And as we go on, as I keep drinking, it's going to go lower. But please continue.
You know what? I'm going to do another one of these little fireball bottles before I start because I'm nervous.
Everybody take a drink if you're ready to go.
At home, have a little sip yourself. Get out a pen and pad so you can play along. You won't beat me. You never can.
Because you cheat. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
So this is going to be in 5 sections with 4 questions each. And then I also have 4 bonus questions that are going to be worth additional points at the end.
Ooh.
And, if you guys are ready, I will jump right into it.
I think we should probably, if I may, cue the music. Dun dun.
Who wants to be a millionaire music?
It's me. I want to be.
I want to be a millionaire. Am I not allowed because I'm the host?
Yes. I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad.
That should be the outro song.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna jump right into it. And if I talk too fast, please stop me because I am nervous about running this. Anyways,
what's our first section here?
I'm gonna say right away. It is what?
Shane's trying to get the
clams.
Section 1. Clams. No, I'm just
No.
Section 1 is things that you may or may not know about the last Tsar of Russia.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
Question
Easy.
1.
Just give me 4 points right now.
Question 1. Unlike most arranged royal marriages, Nicholas II and his wife Alexandra were deeply in love and openly affectionate with each other. In private conversation and correspondence, the Tsar and Tsarina? How the fuck do you say that? Anyways.
That's Tsarina.
It's pronounced Derpina, but go ahead.
In private conversation and correspondence, the Tsar and Tsarina referred to each other using more than a dozen pet names. Which of the following is a pet name used between Nicholas II and Alexandra?
Oh, wow.
Is it A, Spitzbub, B, Schnookums, C, Sweet Pants, or D, Honey Bear?
Can you read those again one more time?
Uh-huh.
That's A, Spitzbub, which I believe is a German word that means
Sounds
rascal. B, Schnookums, C, Sweet Pants, D, Honey Bear.
Okay.
All
right. Got my answer.
Question 2. Years before he became the Tsar, Nicholas traveled to Japan. During this trip, he was nearly assassinated and was left with permanent scarring. But on the plus side, he also got a really cool tattoo. What did he get a tattoo of?
What?
A, the Romanov coat of arms on his back. B, a blue serpent on his bicep. C, a dragon tattoo on his forearm. D, a simple line portrait of his future wife, Alexandra, on his chest.
The Tsar with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. He sounds sentimental.
I knew about the assassination attempt because it made him quite racist for the rest of his life.
Oh. Not a royal family member being
it
racist.
How could this happen?
It was one of the reasons then when he was okay with sort of signing off on the Russo-Japanese War is because he really hated Japanese people.
That's fucked up. I don't like this guy anymore.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think.
Good thing he's dead.
Yeah. I mean, he was murdered by communists in a pretty awesome way.
All right, you guys have your answer.
When do we get back to that? Let's get back to that.
All right. Question 3. You guys have your answers?
Yeah.
You good?
Yes.
Okay.
I do, yeah.
Question 3. The February Revolution was the first of 2 revolutions that occurred in Russia in 1917. One of the outcomes was that Nicholas II was forced to abdicate the throne on March 5th, 1917, marking the end of the Romanov dynasty. How long did the House of Romanov rule Russia? Is it A, 299 years, B, 304 years, C, 307 years, or D, 260 years?
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a mathematician here, and I also don't know what I would be
You
subtracting.
grouped them very closely, and I knew it was in that range, but
that's why I grouped them closely to try.
Yeah, if you had grouped them more looser, I definitely would have gotten this question.
Stumpo.
I'm preemptively mad about getting it wrong.
Yeah. If I don't get a single question in this, I'm quitting.
Okay.
I'm rage quitting.
Answers locked in?
Yeah, locked in.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Final answer.
Question 4. In July 1918, Nicholas, Alexandra, their 5 children, and their dogs were executed by Bolshevik revolutionaries. In Season 8, Episode 9 of American Horror Story, the season titled Apocalypse, a witch from the future travels back in time to the night of the executions as part of a dry run to test her powers, which will be required to save humanity. What is she trying to accomplish by going back to that night? Is it A, to save the entire Romanov family, guaranteeing a future for the Russian Empire? B, to rescue the family's King Charles Spaniel Jimmy, who didn't deserve to die? C, to aid the Bolshevik revolutionaries and ensure that there are no survivors, not even the dog? Or D, to help Anastasia, who is a natural-born witch, save herself and her family using magic?
Interesting.
I know I'm gonna get this one, and if this is the only one I get in this section, I'm gonna be really pissed off.
I mean, the thoughts I'm having is that, on the one hand, American Horror Story is produced by a large network, and so some of their messaging may be oh, look at these people killed by these fucking psycho peasants.
Sure,
or whatever.
it could be.
Right. On the other hand, I could see the Anastasia's whatever. All right. I'm gonna.
Answers locked in?
Yep.
Yeah,
all right, do we go over the answers for the section as we finish the section?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I need to know if I'm beating everybody.
So for question 1, the pet name between Nicholas II and his wife Alexandra. Should we read what you guys have first or the actual answer?
Yeah. I did Honey Bear.
You did Honey Bear? Okay.
I'm thinking
also
bear,
picked Honey
Russia,
Bear.
I did the German word.
Spitzput.
You are right, Shane. It's Spitzput.
Yes!
No.
Yeah, baby!
Other nicknames included Sunny, Little Wifey, Sweetest Girly, Loveykins, and Pussy Mine.
Pardon?
That's right.
Wow.
All right. For the next question.
These people are sick.
Pussy dash mine.
Chad
Sickos.
energy.
Sickos.
Wait, does that mean mine possessively or mine as in the
like when you say love
like
of mine,
like a place you extract ore from?
You know what? I had not thought of that, but it could be.
We'll have to look at the actual
research.
translation.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at the original Russian.
Sure.
Question 2. His tattoo that he acquired in Japan. What did you guys have?
Given what I just learned, I'm more confident about my answer that he got it of his soon-to-be bride.
Yeah, I did the bride.
Chris?
I said a snake.
It was C, a dragon tattoo on his
That was my
forearm.
first choice. That was my first
Yeah.
choice. I even wrote it next to it so I'd remember.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it would be on his forearm.
You
though.
said the
Yeah,
czar
me
with the
too,
dragon
yeah.
tattoo. I thought you had it.
Yeah.
Fuck, no, I'm dumb. Why would I?
Why did you say that if you
I should have been confident, man. I should
thought
have
it
been
was
confident in my choice. God
All
damn
right.
it.
Question 3.
I'm really glad he's dead.
This is
All right.
fucked up, Cari.
Question 3. How long did the Romanovs rule Russia? What did you guys have?
Just tell me.
D.
I did B 304.
You're right.
$2.99.
It was
Fuck.
B. It was B.
Yeah, baby.
You got it. You got it.
$1 million.
Okay. Question 4. What was the witch from American Horror Story trying to do by going back to when the Romanovs were executed?
D.
I'm going with D too.
Yeah, it's D.
Anastasia is
It's
the-
D.
It was
Yeah.
D. It was D.
Oh,
I
thank
didn't
God.
anticipate that being the easiest question in this section.
It was such a stupid moment in an incredibly stupid season.
Yeah,
of a
no,
mostly
that was
dumb
literally,
show.
I was like, that's
You
the
guys
one
have
that
seen it?
sounds the stupidest. So I'm going to go. that's
No
the one
pop
that's probably
culture
real.
shit. No pop culture shit. I don't know, unless it's about trading places.
Well, okay.
It's so frustrating, dude, because they literally have like magic powers, to undo the entire world.
It's so weird that
They didn't
that's
kill
where they
baby
went
Hitler?
back to.
No, they didn't. That could have been their little secret
They
message.
overshot it. They went past 19.
They literally tried to kill baby Antichrist. That's like
That's
the whole
so true.
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for American
Spoiler
Horror
alert.
Story Apocalypse.
Hitler's the Antichrist.
He's not an American Horror Story.
Very bad guy. Good paintings, but a very bad guy.
No.
All
right.
So the tally for that section, I got 3.
Okay.
So I'm at 3. What are you guys at?
One like a fucking kulak.
All right,
Okay.
I'm in the lead.
All
This is
right,
exactly how I
All
like
right.
to play.
Section 2, which I titled "Thank you for subscribing to Hot Dog Facts."
Okay.
Number
Hot
1.
dog is my favorite meat.
Wait, who said that?
Mitt Romney. He actually
That's right.
said that.
That's right. He
said that.
did. Yeah. Okay. Question 1. It is estimated that Americans consume over 20 billion hot dogs per year. It makes sense then that the United States is home to the hot dog capital of the world, which is located in, is it A, Clinton, New Jersey, B, Brookside, Delaware, C, Buffalo, New York, or D, Newcastle, Pennsylvania?
Fuck.
Hold on a second. When you say hot dog capital of the world, does that mean like most hot dogs consumed or
It's just
most hot dogs produced?
No, it means that they're like the hot dog capital of the world. It's like their thing or whatever.
Oh, so it's just like they're the most culturally hot
They're
dog.
like known for their hot dogs. Like, you know how like
it doesn't quantity doesn't even fucking enter into it then.
you know, like Florida is like the Sunshine State or whatever, some cities
That's
or
an official
whatever.
word.
None of these places scream hot dog to me.
Well, I might defer with you. I mean, because Delaware's a little funny, and they might like hot dogs.
They might. They might.
But
Shane, I thought you
Buffalo-
would know this. I don't know
Which
why.
one was, can you read the answers again, please?
Yeah.
A, Clinton, New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
B, Brookside, Delaware. C, Buffalo, New York. Or D, Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
See, Buffalo would do some shit like that. Don't they have that thing called like the garbage plate or something where it's
First
just
of all, hold on a second. First of all, garbage plates are great, and
Yeah.
they're all over upstate New York. They're awesome. They're
if you're not
fucking
melting
delicious.
cheese. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
What's the second part?
The second
was
part
it?
of what? Oh, do you
thought-
guys have your answers? You're
I
good?
don't know,
Yeah,
I have.
yeah.
I haven't even gotten close to. All right, I've gotten my answer. What was D? Was that Newcastle?
Newcastle,
Pennsylvania?
yes. Yes.
Well, what the fuck is that anywhere? It could be Pennsylvania's too fucking big. It could be
It
like
is pretty big.
Pittsburgh with the Yinzers, and then the Philly, which is like, hey, what a, and then I don't know. All right, I got my
How
question
dare
answer.
you
two.
disparage our Commonwealth? Big city
Question-
elitist.
That's right.
Question 2. One of my personal favorite hot dogs is the Colombian hot dog. These hot dogs generally come with a variety of toppings, including bacon, coleslaw, pineapple, potato chips, and which of the following? Is it A, ghost peppers, B, quail eggs, C, piccalilli or mustard pickle, or D, cream cheese?
Okay, is this Colombian or is it Colombian?
Colombian.
Really?
Colombiano. Yes. It's a really good place in Miami. I used to get them all the time.
All right, so they wouldn't do ghost peppers. That's stupid. Only fucking Americans are like, hey, let's gonna just fuck up our like design, like fucking. Who was the fucking like the early geneticist that like spliced pea plants together? Was it Mendel? Gregor
Yeah.
Mendel?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know why I brought that up. Okay, so what is it now? It's ghost peppers?
A, ghost peppers. B, quail eggs. C, piccalilli, which is mustard pickle. Or D, cream cheese.
I don't think anybody would put cream cheese on a hot dog.
I don't
feel
know.
like
It's
that's
probably some weirdos somewhere. Or maybe
right.
this is a thing like where Colombians are like, hey, this is like, we're going to do this in America because this is what Americans do because I love cheese and dumb shit on everything.
You never know.
Doesn't sound terrible, if I'm honest. I could, all right, with a little ketchup. What's wrong with that?
All right.
Quail eggs.
You guys
Okay.
have your answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 3. On Independence Day, Americans are expected to enjoy 150 million hot dogs, enough to stretch from DC to LA more than 5 times.
Jesus Christ.
How many hogs need to die?
The question is, how many bun-length hot dogs would it take to span the distance between my hometown of Miami, Florida, and New York City?
Okay.
Is it
So, I forgot.
There's a bunless hot dogs tip to tip.
bun-length hot dogs tip to tip? Because they're bigger than regular hot dogs.
Okay.
The average hot dog is 4.8 inches. A bun-length hot dog is 6 inches. I checked. I did the math.
Okay.
So is it A, between 10 and 15 million? B, between 15 and 20 million? C, a little over 20 million? Or D, 27 million hot dogs?
You're saying Miami to New York,
Yes.
which I'm going to throw out a guesstimate of how many miles this is.
All right. I have the number in front of me, so tell me what
Really?
you think it is.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, I'm spitballing here, but I'm going to say...
It's at least a dozen.
1,200 miles.
All right.
12
I can't confirm
1,200
or
miles.
deny, but, you know.
So that's 1,200, and there's 5,280. So that's 10,000. 10,000. That's 11,000. Fucking 200 and some odd something times the 12. So that's close to. And what is the range? So 10 million to 50.
A is 10 to 15.
Yeah.
B is 15 to 20. C is a little over 20. And D is 27.
I'm going to say I'm undershooting it, so I'm going to go with. Okay, I got my answer.
Okay. You guys have your answers?
I did all the calculations Dwight did, but I did it a lot faster. I did it when the second you asked the question, I did it all in my head, so I'm good.
Like the girl from Cube.
Yeah. Esri, Dax, and Cube. Yeah. It's a prime number.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right. I got it.
All right. Question 4. What is the world record for the most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes? Is it A, 47 hot dogs, B, 65, C, 76, or D, 89?
One of those sick fucks in Coney
This
Island.
is easy. It's easy.
I know. I saw Shane do this on Zoom earlier.
This is so easy. This is
Shane
so
does
easy.
it
If you have
every
the technique, what's the guy's name?
You dip your buns in the water. That technique you're talking about?
Yeah. And you split
gobble
them
like a snake.
and you create like a funnel that goes into your mouth.
Yeah, you
what's
just
the guy?
suck
He
'em
used
right
to
in.
do the Nathan's challenge.
Matt
Joey
Stoney?
Chestnut?
Don't
Matt
Google
Stoney?
this. You're going to see it.
Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Sure, I know
He was
him.
fucking. He won like multiple years in a row.
That's right. So you must know if you follow the Nathan's hot dog eating competition what the record is. So
Did I ever tell you, just as a quick tangent, I was at a so he had his like heyday probably when I was like a teenager, like in the 2000s, because I remember like being sort of a young teenager and like seeing it on TV.
Yeah.
And then like many years later, you know, I'd never thought about it. I would watch it once a year and be like, oh, look, wow, he ate a bunch of hot dogs. And like a
Big deal.
decade later, I was like sitting in a sports bar, which I'm never in. I was like waiting for a friend who wanted to meet there. And there was a program on TV that was like, it was like a prank show. And the idea was that like a bunch of like football players were all eating at some like other sports bar wing restaurant, and the Kobayashi, like the producers put Kobayashi in like makeup and like then had him pretend to be like a server or something, or like a busboy at the restaurant. And so then the owner, like the football players are like sitting down at the table. They like don't know that they're being filmed or whatever. And the owner comes over and was like, "Hey guys, I love you guys, like football players, woo." And he's like, "Hey, I bet you like you can't eat that many wings." And the football players are like, "What?" The owner owner's like, if you eat like a bajillion wings in a minute, you get the meal free. And they're like, okay. And he's like, yeah, but you got to beat somebody. Let's say, how about my busboy? And they're okay. And then and he sits down and he's like a small guy.
Yeah.
And the football players are big, so they're like, oh, this will be easy. And they're like, all right, 3, 2, 1. They just go
along with the idea of the food competition.
Yeah. And then Kobayashi, of course, just like immediately starts like out eating them in terms of wings, and they're all just like, wow. So they just stop eating after like 30 seconds, and then Kobayashi eats like a whole plate of wings, and then they're like, he finishes, and they're all like, wow, that was a lot of wings you ate, man. And the owner's like, it was Kobayashi the whole time. And the football players are like, who
the fuck is that?
Like, oh, cool. And he like takes his hat off and it's like, wig.
It's me.
Yeah, it's great.
That's really good.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You get you get sponsorships. They gotta retire too.
Do you get paid off of winning the Nathan's hot dog eating competition? I would assume there's a cash prize for putting your body through that.
Not enough to like live up for a year.
You don't know how many competitions there are. You know, that's like the big leagues. There's probably like the minor league competitions.
Yeah, but you're not getting a cash prize at the minor league competition. I know because I've checked.
All right, hot dog expert. Okay. All right, let's see how you did since you know so much about hot dogs.
Let's do it.
So for question 1, the hot dog capital of the world, what did you guys have?
What is some bullshit like Newcastle, Pennsylvania, whatever that is?
I thought it was Clinton, New Jersey.
Chris?
Buffalo, C.
It's Newcastle.
Yes!
Fuck. Yeah.
That's not even real. That's bullshit.
Its famous chili dogs are the product of Greek immigrants who came to Newcastle in the early 20th century. So
thank God for them.
That's how they did it. Question 2. On my favorite Colombian hot dogs, what is the additional topping that I left out of the list?
Going with cream cheese because that's some bullshit.
Okay.
I'm going with the what do you say? The piccalilli, the mustard, yeah.
Okay. All right, Chris.
Number 2, C.
No, you're all wrong. It was B, quail eggs.
Fucking quail eggs.
Yeah.
Quail eggs on a hot dog?
So good. It's so good. Yeah.
I said that like a 90s commercial.
Quail
eggs on a hot dog?
The piccalilli is actually on a New England style hot dog, and the cream cheese is on Seattle style dogs. So
these people are sick.
I got another just very brief tangent.
Tell us about the hot dogs. Tell us about the hot dog, Shane.
It needs to hot dogs are enough. Like you don't need to you don't need to put that much more shit on.
I disagree. I love it.
A little bit of toppings, okay, a little chili dog, whatever. There's like a hot dog place by us that puts like fish on the hot dog, and I don't mean a replacement of a hot dog meat with like a fish version or something.
Shane is a fish hater.
Hot dog meat plus fish. That's insane.
It's just pork and beef and fish. What's the big deal?
I'd like a mackerel dog where it's like a fillet of mackerel.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lobster roll if you really think about it.
Sure, okay, whatever, but discreet. I like who eats who wants a bite that has both beef and fish in it?
Nobody wants
surf and
crazy.
Surf and turf.
That's crazy. But you don't eat surf and turf at the same time. You eat the surf and then the turf.
I take one bite of each thing.
Bites.
I take one bite of each thing at the same time.
Loading up the fork with both steak and lobster tail. Dipping it all in drawn butter.
Dip it in ketchup. Okay. The distance between Miami and New York in hot dogs. And I hope I did the math right. If I didn't, then somebody yell at me in Shane's DMs. What did you guys have?
First, can I ask, what is the distance between New York and Miami?
It is 1,285 miles.
No fucking way!
You were very close. Yeah, you were very close.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so I've got B, 15 to 20 million, whatever.
Okay.
Dogs.
Shane?
I went 27. The whole hog.
Chris?
Whole hog.
A.
You're right, Chris. It's A.
Hey!
It's 13
I didn't
million.
even need all of Dwight's fancy numbers.
What the
What do you know?
It's about 13.5 million.
Math loses again.
It's 5,000.
I'll carry the 3. My times tables are busted.
I am a girl, so please double check my math.
Oh.
I'm just okay.
Oh, man. What a fucking dunce.
All right, number 4. It's a 50-50 shot that I'm wrong, so don't even worry about it.
All right.
Number 4. What is the world record for the most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes? What did you guys have?
some sicko I think did 76. I said C.
Okay.
89. Absolutely.
I also said C.
Absolutely.
It is
89.
C, 76. Joey Chestnut.
Okay.
Joey
All right, hold on a
Chestnut.
second. Hold on a second. If I can break that record right now, can I get the point?
It's as of the time the questions were written. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest in July of this year. So.
Hey,
Oh my
Coney
God.
Island, come on down. Yeah.
So that's what did you guys get for
Oh
that?
yeah, what did you guys get? How many points do you have?
So I have a total of 3 points, like a fucking idiot.
I also have a total of 3 points.
Yeah, I still have a total of 3. I didn't get any hot dog questions.
Neck and neck.
Hey,
All right,
public
Dwight, I
school
think you're going to be
bullshit.
able to come around on this one. You ready?
I'm shaking it out. I'm ready.
Section 3. Things about the Real Housewives franchise that only I and maybe Dwight know.
No.
Let's fucking go.
This is like the section where, like, when you had a Scantron in middle school or high school, where you just like, I'll just do all C's.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll get one.
You'd be surprised. You would like it. You would like it, Shane. I would like to see you get into, like, maybe Potomac or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
I would like to see you get into the MCU, and I know that
will
shit ain't happening. So.
I will
No.
say, there's at least 2 things on here that I've talked about, and one that I've talked about a lot. So I think
So this is
everybody
really
has,
a quiz to see if I'm listening to you when you're telling
You
me
know,
about
it's a little test just to see who knows me best. Okay, question 1.
right.
In season 9 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Camille Grammer, Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife, famously went on a tirade in defense of a scumbag who was credibly accused of sexual assault. Who was she defending, much to the dismay of the other housewives? Was it A, Joe Biden, B, Donald Trump, C, Brett Kavanaugh, or D, Harvey Weinstein?
I'm not a Beverly Hills gentleman.
Wow, I thought you were a Real Housewives head.
No, I'm Atlanta, Potomac, Salt Lake City, New York,
Okay.
in that order.
All right, well, there's some stuff here for you. All right, it's
Now-
so good.
Now, was this before they split? It doesn't matter because Kelsey
They've
Grammer
been divorced a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer's a fucking hard right winger, and I would imagine that she has the same proclivities.
Who can say?
And I would imagine that she may have known Donald Trump, and that might be the case. Harvey Weinstein, I don't know. Like, why would you die on that hill?
That's so true.
What it was Trump was B.
Trump was B.
What year did this happen?
It was a couple years ago.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have your answers?
Yeah.
Sure.
Question 2. While many of the Real Housewives are politically inclined, few of them have opted to run for elected office. Across all the Real Housewives, how many of the women have gone on to pursue a political career? Is it A, none of them, B, 6, C, 3, or D, 1? And just to give you an idea, there's 11 Real Housewives shows. So that's how many there are total, if that helps.
How many housewives?
I mean, it's like 5 to
show.
10. It's like
5 or
5 to
6.
10 housewives on each show. They have like
Okay.
a rotating cast of like side wives as well.
So like
you know?
we're talking maybe 60 characters, 70
maybe
characters.
more, maybe a little more, because they come
70
and go over the
70
years
to
as
80
well.
characters.
The cast
So the-
change.
Okay.
I mean, I know Portia did on Atlanta did like political stuff. After with
Yeah,
the
Dwight.
protests
Who
with George
else? Who
Floyd.
else?
But like, do you mean like ran for office?
Ran for office.
Oh my God, I don't.
Can you? What are the answers again?
It was A, none of them, B, 6, C, 3, or D, 1.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
But you just
putting
made
an
me
answer.
Google to check my numbers because that was not, Portia Williams was not something I had.
Yeah, no,
she did not
didn't-
run for office. Yeah.
She didn't run, no, but she
Okay.
was politically active.
Right.
Man, I don't know
All
if
She's electable if you vote for her.
that's right.
All right.
I vote for Portia.
All right. Question 3. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City features Mary Cosby, who runs the Faith Temple Pentecostal Church along with her husband. Former members say the church is a cult. How did Mary, whose intro line on the show is, "If you come for me, I will send Jesus after you," end up in charge of the church? Is it A, she inherited it from her father, B, she formed the church herself, working out of her parents' garage, C, she inherited the position by marrying her own grandfather after her grandma died, or D, she was elected by the members of the church as the only person capable of realizing God's vision for Salt Lake City? Have your answers?
Okay, I'm locked in.
Got mine.
Locked in? Okay.
Yeah. Got mine.
Question 4. As I said earlier, there are 11 Real Housewives series set in the U.S. across multiple cities and featuring women from all kinds of backgrounds. Some are deeply in debt to maintain their lavish lifestyles, while others come from generational wealth or had successful media or business careers before appearing on the franchise. What is the net worth of the richest Real Housewife? Is it A, $150 million, B, $350 million, C, $550 million, or D, $750 million?
Why would you, argue with people on camera if you had that kind of money?
Any of these net worths.
You know what I'm saying?
Attention. Attention.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't know of who it might be.
Nothing jumps out at you, huh?
Imagine how many hot tubs you could have for $150
Every room.
Every room.
Yeah.
Every room. You could have
room.
multiple.
You
don't
just
have to be on
hot tub
TV.
house. Yeah.
Have a hot pool. And
Yeah.
just the whole pool is
Have
hot.
both. Everything.
Yeah. Hot pool, cool pool.
Yeah, and you could just jump from one to the other. Yeah.
Somebody
Yes.
should tell them this.
Or like an underwater tunnel that is
Your face gets
heat
lit up.
sealed.
Yeah.
So it's got like a heat airlock, so you can go underneath. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You're underwater.
Now we're talking.
You're temporarily detained in between hot and cold, and then you go into one, and then your eyeballs dissolve, and you're scalded and cooked.
Yeah,
That's relaxation,
and
baby.
Maybe there could be like snacks in the tunnel.
Yeah?
Yeah, and like an emergency phone line in case you get stuck in the tunnel.
Or out of snacks.
That works.
Yeah, or if you run out of snacks. Dwight, come get me in my fantasy. You're my servant. That's
That's fine.
Yes, Master Shayna. Can I bring you some
in the hot or cold pool this evening.
All right, are you out of bugles again, Master Shayna?
Okay. All right, let's see what you guys had. So for question 1.
Wait. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
For answer 4, for question 4, just quickly read the numbers for me again.
A is 150, B is 350, C 550, or D 750.
Okay, I got it.
All right, let's see what you guys had. For question 1, who did Camille Grammer defend in season 9 of The Real Housewives?
I'm going with Trump.
I also went with Trump.
Shane?
I went with Weinstein.
It's Brett Kavanaugh, see?
Really?
She explained that she'd also been accused of things she's never done while she was divorcing Frazier, and she went on to say, quote, I empathize with what Brett Kavanaugh is going through. I've been in that position, and it's unclear what crimes she's committed that would make her relate to that. But hopefully someday we'll find out.
Sicko. Fucking sicko.
All right.
You'll have to tune into this show to find out.
Lock her
Hey.
up. Question 2. How many of the Real Housewives have run for office? What did you guys have?
Yeah, I went with D1 because I don't know.
C?
I said C, 3. I figured my reasoning was if it was a question at all, it's probably a certain number.
Right.
6 seemed too high. I didn't think it would be just 1. I feel
Right.
like a lot of people try to leverage their media career into whatever ill-informed attempts at other outlets.
Was it New Jersey?
No, but you're close. Well, I guess I shouldn't say you're close. Somebody will get mad at me. But it's D1, and it's Barbara Kavovit from The Real Housewives of New York City.
Really?
Yes, she
You
announced.
were saying that's close to Jersey?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
I heard that.
She announced her candidacy for the New York Democratic mayoral primary in January 2021, but sadly she dropped out of the race in June.
To endorse Curtis Slua.
You couldn't even win dog catcher.
All right, question 3 about Mary Cosby. How did she get her church?
Now, I do know this,
Yeah.
so I'm going to let the boys answer this one.
Okay.
A.
Okay.
I went with the C, with
Okay.
the weird marrying the grandfather one, because it's
Yeah.
Utah and it's such an outlandish
can't say
story.
that.
I meant, she's Mormon, right?
She's not
Isn't that-
Mormon. I said it's a Faith Temple Pentecostal church.
Oh, I thought she was Mormon. I thought that was the whole thing.
No.
Well, I'm sticking with my answer because
Okay,
I'm clearly right.
Dwight?
Yeah, it's fucking
It
weird,
is-
but it's
it
true.
It is C.
Really?
She married her
Wow.
own grandfather. And to clarify, this is technically her step-grandfather. And interestingly, earlier in the show, she says that she was asked to do this by her grandmother as an explicit stipulation of her will, but then she kind of walks that back. So it's kind of unclear if she just wanted to do this herself. Yeah.
Very fucking weird. And I'm not pro Mary Cosby, to say the least.
She's so crazy that you have to love it.
And so
when she said,
rich.
I got all my odor glands removed, and she's like,
oh my God.
Okay.
You know that
so
song,
rich.
I'm My Own Grandpa?
Yeah, that's
what
right.
What movie was that from? It was sung by Tom Arnold, am I correct?
In The Stupids.
The Stupids.
But it's originally from like the 1930s. It
Got
was
it.
like an old,
Sure.
It was an old novelty song.
Why wouldn't it be?
All right. Question 4, the net worth of the richest Real Housewife. What do you guys have?
I said B for fun. I have no fucking idea.
Okay.
And I don't know who it is.
Shane?
Yeah, I also guess B. I guess the middle number.
Okay.
C.
It is B, and it is Kathy Hilton.
Fuck.
Oh.
Kathy Hilton. She was previously married to Richard Hilton, the grandson of Conrad Hilton. You know, the piece of shit
Connie
who
Hilton.
formed the Hilton Hotels chain, I mean. All right. How many
Fucking
points
hell.
did you guys get? Or what's your totals?
I got 2 in that round, so I'm up to 5 now.
Okay.
I'm at 4, like a fucking rube that I am.
I made this too hard, I think.
3.
Fuck, this is tough, man. Even shit that I know.
I thought this was going to be an easy one for you, dude. The Real Housewives
man.
one. I thought it was going to be
I'm
all
such-
you know?
I'm very. It's like a low breadth, but a high depth. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Right,
like only
right.
certain ones, and then
Sure.
Shane, just so this is what I'm watching when I'm not watching the Marvel CU.
Watch
or whatever.
Mojos.
Yes, correct.
Chris, how many points are you at?
Oh, 3.
3 points. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on to section 4, which is Lion Biden.
Okay.
Biden crime family.
Question 1. On the campaign trail, Biden said that on his very first day, he would send a bill to Congress repealing liability protection for which kind of manufacturer? Is it A, dairy manufacturers, B, hot dog manufacturers, C, gun manufacturers, or D, vaccine manufacturers?
He would repeal liability protection.
Yes.
Right. Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Question 2. Biden campaigned on significantly reducing student debt. Since taking office, the Biden administration has announced several rounds of student loan forgiveness. The question is, what percentage of the overall national student loan debt has the administration wiped out?
Oh.
Is it A, 3%, with plans to eliminate at least 5% by next year? B, more than 5%, with plans to exceed 10% by next year? C, less than 1%, or D, none? Have your answers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 3. President Biden established an interagency task force on the reunification of families, trying to create distance between the current administration and the previous administration's hand in the crisis at the border. According to the latest progress report released on October 20th, how many children have been reunited with their families by this task force? A, 36 children, B, 50, C, 150, or D, none?
Yeah, every single one of those answers is fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that the truth lies somewhere in there is like fucking nauseating to me.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
Question 4. On the campaign trail, Biden promised to ban new drilling on public lands. And days after he took office, he issued a moratorium on granting permits for new drilling. How many new drilling approvals have been issued since Biden took office? Is it A, none due to the moratorium, B, less than 100, C, between 500 and 1,000, or D, more than 2,000? This is kind of like a bummer section.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I trust my president.
I hate it, man.
You have your answers?
I do.
All right. On question 1, which type of manufacturer did Biden say he would repeal liability protection for on his very first day in office?
Gun.
Dwight, you have to do it in the Biden voice.
Do I do the answer in the Biden voice or just
yeah.
what I think it is in Biden? We're gonna repeal the liability protection for all gun manufacturers. Actually, let me do his like current. Let me do his current.
Okay.
His current impression.
he's dopey from the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Isn't that Sleepy?
Oh yeah, Sleepy. Fuck. That was so easy. I fucked that up.
Yeah, gun. I also see.
Yeah,
Okay.
gun.
All right, that was an obvious one. It was gun, and as you probably know, he did not do that on his first day in office.
Yeah.
All right. For question 2, how much of the student debt has Biden wiped out in his several rounds of student loan forgiveness? What do you guys have?
So I'm pretty sure it was something. Mm-hmm. I think it was like, wasn't it like $35 million for a very specific amount of people that would did fucking speech therapy programs between the years 2007 and 2009 or something like that.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
specific
token
means gesture. That's nothing.
Yeah.
So I had C, less than 1%.
Okay.
Yeah, I also had C. Yeah.
I also had C.
That's correct. It's C, less than 1%.
Hey.
Currently,
What's the actual number? Yeah.
The national student loan debt right now exceeds 1.7 trillion, so less than 1% of that. It's unclear what he's going to do, except that he's over and over stated that he has a hard limit on $10,000 for individual forgiveness, and the average individual student loan debt is $37,000.
If you want my suggestion, you do your first 2 years of community college.
Learn to code.
You do a practical major, something like English, become an English teacher. I remember my English teacher. He had me read Catcher in the Rye. I liked how he called Holden Caulfield called people phonies. I had a guy that I knew that I grew up with. His name was Derek Wazinski. And I called him a phony.
It was full of malarkey.
At the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. He spiked the punch.
Okay. Where were we?
For the student loan, what you said it was like 1.7 trillion is the total
Correct.
number now.
Correct.
I am willing, if it's possible, to assume the entirety of that debt.
Okay.
Because the attitude that I'll take to paying that back is the same that I have for the debt that I currently have. It's student debt.
Never
so
happening.
I'll take all of it. Sure, whatever.
Don't
it's
pay
fucking
this
meaningless.
shit. Don't pay this shit to these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
fucking assholes. I have, by the way, I can pay it off because I have an NFT worth actually 1.7 trillion.
Right.
I have so many pictures of monkeys. It's crazy.
I got an email like yesterday that said, Shane, your student loans are moving to like a new loan carrier. And it was like, I didn't even check the last time they moved. I don't know why the fuck you're emailing me about it.
Okay. For question 3, how many children have been reunited by that reunification task force as of October 20th?
I just did A, whatever A was, like 36.
36 is A.
Like
okay.
I said none. That
Okay.
seemed a task force seemed pretty. I feel like if there were a lot of even a few small amount, they would have picked it up and made it a bigger story, and I would have been privy to it. So I figure it's still like, again, it'll probably end up being a small number, but it's still like chugging along and whatever thing. That's my assumption.
Chris?
A.
Okay. Dwight, is everything okay?
I got spooked. I got scared. Something spooked me. I saw a light go off, and then I really got spooked. I didn't hear anything, but I think it was D, more than 2,000. Are we on that question?
No. We're on the same question still. I haven't said the answer yet.
Shit.
It's B. 50 children, according to the task force, have been reunited with their families, with, according to them, over 2,000 remaining to be reunited. As of yesterday, when I checked the numbers, there were over 10,000 unaccompanied children in custody. Because you guys might know this, but part of what's happened is that Biden shifted the policy, so they're not separating families once they let them in. They're just simply not letting anybody in if they're a family. So a lot of families on the other side of the border, still in Mexico, are making the decision, the most vulnerable ones who feel like they're in danger, or people that are running out of food, things of that nature, they're having to make the decision to send their kids over by themselves. So those families are separated too, but they're not being tracked by this task force, obviously.
Fucking sick.
Yeah. For the 4th question, which was how many drilling permits have been issued? New drilling permits since Biden took office and issued that moratorium on drilling permits.
Yeah, more than 2,000.
Shane?
I said C.
Okay.
I also said C.
It's D, more than 2,000. There's been 2,100 approvals issued. Approvals for companies to drill on public land are on pace to reach their highest level since George W. Bush's administration.
Drill, baby, drill.
All right.
Fucked.
The final section.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Yeah. How many points do you guys have?
I'm sorry. What it was less than 1%. The answer was C for 2.
Yes, less than 1%.
What was the answer? I'm sorry. What was the answer for A? Was 50, right?
For 3?
Yeah,
it was B,
yeah.
50, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I've got 3. This is my best section so far, 'cause I know this guy very well. So I've got 7 in total.
Okay.
I got 2 for this section, so I'm at 7.
Okay.
Oof,
buddy.
I'm at 5.
Okay, okay.
It's still anybody's game.
Anybody's
All
game.
It is, yeah.
The last section is about you guys. It's looking back on the show.
Oh fuck.
Oh, look at us.
We're definitely not going to.
We're all grown up.
Fuck. This is actually a test. This is more of a test to the listener. If you're a real fan of the show,
That's true.
you know.
All right.
I feel bad. Sometimes people will like send me like a DM and they'll be like, hey, what was that guy you talked about? Like,
No
you know,
idea.
like a year ago. I was like, dude, I was so drunk.
It was a really bad
I have to
time
go
for
back
me.
and check. I'm not sure. I will try to get to you if you have DM me something like that. I promise.
All right. Question 1. Excluding Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, because that would be too easy, who is the richest person that has been covered on the show based on their current net worth?
Oh my God.
Is it A, Bill Gates, B, Bernard Arnault, C, Larry Ellison, or D, Jim Walton?
Net worth as of now.
As of right now, let me double check the current real-time
So as
richest
this
people.
is today.
Yep.
This is the
It's
week
as
of November 1st.
this second. Yep, right now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You good? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Question 2. In episode 1 of the podcast, Shane mentions that the idea for the podcast was inspired in part by a meme which is based on a quote. What is the quote? A, the top 1/10 of 1% now owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. B, there is no monopoly on becoming a millionaire. If you're jealous of those with money, don't just sit there and complain. Do something to make money for yourself. C, the earth is not dying, it is being killed, and those who are killing it have names and addresses. Or D, you cannot make a good deal with a bad person.
I do remember this
Is
one.
D a Trump quote? Just out of curiosity.
I'll tell you who all the quotes are. I'm gonna go over.
Really?
All right. I didn't remember this, but once you read the answers, I think I remember saying this.
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Got it.
Question 3. Episode 5 of the podcast was the first episode where a guest joined you, Ellie Valley. He was on to discuss his recent arrest at a protest with dozens of other people. What were they protesting?
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, Amazon's contract with ICE to provide cloud software? B, Wayfair's contract with ICE to provide furniture for detention camps? C, Salesforce's contract with ICE to provide cloud software? Or D, Microsoft's contract with ICE to provide cloud software?
All of our sponsors.
Thank you so much to all of the companies.
Keep the checks coming.
All right, you guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. In July 2020, you guys did an episode on Elon Musk. At the time, his net worth was only $70.5 billion. Since then, his fortune has grown to almost $300 billion, making him firmly the richest person in the world. On a recent day, he broke the record for the highest net worth increase in one day in all of history, a record which was also previously held by him. How much did Elon Musk make in that single day on October 25th? Is it A, 16 billion, B, 25 billion, C, 36 billion, or D, $43 billion?
Like, I can't say it. I can't say it.
Yeah. I think what you want to say is the correct answer to the section 4, question 1, which was gun.
Thank you for reviewing the previous answers of some of the sections.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Shane. That's very kind of you to review them. I did get that one right, so I did get that point. Thank you for reminding me.
All right, you guys have all your answers for this section?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, going back to question 1, who is the third richest person right now that you guys have covered?
I think I fucked this up. Is it?
Arnault.
I got Bernard Arnault.
Yeah, I said Arnault.
It's Arnault. Yes, he's number 3 right now.
right.
He's the richest after the other two. His net worth is currently almost $190 billion.
Every
Okay.
penny earned.
For question 2, what was the quote that Shane said inspired the show?
This.
It was C.
It was C. It was the names and
Yeah, C.
addresses.
It's
Names and
C.
addresses, yeah.
So the first quote, the top
Still
1/10
true.
of
It's still
1%,
true.
obviously Bernie Sanders. There is no monopoly on
Is
being...
it such a radical idea?
There's no monopoly on being a millionaire. That's Gina Reinhart. You cannot make a good deal with a bad person. That's Warren Buffett. And the real quote was from Utah Phillips, who is an anarchist labor organizer and folk singer.
Is it such a radical idea to put them in a bronze sculpture of a bull and light a fire underneath?
All right, question 3. What were Ellie and the other activists protesting on that day when they got arrested?
Believe it was at the Amazon store.
Yeah, Amazon.
It was,
on
yeah.
34th Street.
It was Amazon. It was the flagship. It was the flagship Amazon store. But all the other partnerships with ICE that I mentioned are also real. So, just something to think about.
It's kind of a bummer, but hey, on the bright side, the three of us, we're sweeping our own show. We actually remember some stuff.
We're killing it. This question is the tiebreaker.
Let's see.
Right now.
What did you guys have for the single day increase in Elon Musk's net worth?
36?
Yeah, I thought it was 36.
That's a
Chris?
kilo.
25.
It was 36.2 billion.
Yeah,
Exact.
buddy.
After the markets closed, he tweeted "Wild Times" with a dollar sign in front of the T and the I being a 1. So that's
Shane,
pretty
what
cool.
was the answer for section 4, question 1 again?
Gun.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I forgot. I was just
Also,
telling
just
that
as a brief, quick review, in section 1, we discussed the Romanovs, and I forget which question it was, but one of them involved the fact that they were slaughtered. They were mercilessly slaughtered by the Red Guard.
It could happen again. It could happen anytime. It could really happen.
Yeah, that question could come up again.
It could.
Yeah.
So you better remember it.
Weren't they like strung along for a while from like house to house, and and then eventually they were just like fucking shot?
No,
in a
they actually
basement somewhere?
they were put into a some house estate thing in somewhere in like Siberia, and they were on guard, and they were being kept prisoner by the Bolsheviks, and originally they were going to do a trial of the Tsar, and Trotsky was going to serve as the prosecutor.
Very
and it
cool.
was going to be broadcast over radio all over Russia and the Soviet Union, and then internationally as well. But then it was in the middle of the Russian Civil War, and the White Army was encroaching, so they decided they didn't have time for that, so they just murdered them all. Which is a shame, not because they didn't deserve it or whatever, but how cool would it have been to have that broadcast?
That
You know
was
what's funny
cool.
is that I was just reminded that we don't have a lot of time for like dealing with climate change and stuff. I mean, it's completely unrelated. I was just wondering.
Sure.
I don't know. It just made me think of that for some reason.
Yeah. Siberia ain't getting colder.
All right, so what are your totals right now?
I'm at 11,
Okay, Shane.
I'm at 11.
buddy.
Chris?
8.
Okay, well,
All right.
I
A gentleman's
have
8.
I have
We have
prepared.
4 more questions, right?
No, I have a set of bonus questions now.
Ooh.
Worth
okay.
1.5 points each.
Oh,
And I
shit.
thought the way-
These are game changers.
The way that we're going to do this is whoever can buzz in first by typing an
man.
X in
Lightning
the Zoom
round?
chat. Yeah, if you type in
Zoom? God damn
How
it.
else are we gonna buzz in? I'm not gonna be able to judge it like
Whoever screams
impartially.
loud enough.
I've finished my drink. I'm buzzing right now. So let's see if we can do this.
Chris could still win, dude.
It's gonna happen.
If you got
It's gonna
every
happen.
single question in this one,
How many are there? 4?
there's 4 questions worth 1.5 points each for a total of 6
Okay.
points. So
Okay.
You just gotta be ready.
Let me do a test number.
okay.
Okay. So I have to press enter.
Just press anybody who presses any letter, whoever goes through first, we'll do it like that.
Ready?
All right. Question
Okay.
1 of the bonus round. In the upcoming film The Eternals, it's reported that the MCU's first openly gay superhero, Phastos, is unfortunately shown to have caused one of the most horrific events in human history, looking down at a city and saying, "What have I done?" Which event is Phastos responsible for? Shane, you buzzed in.
That's right. The atomic bombing of Hiroshima.
That's correct. You get 1.5 points.
Jesus.
That's right.
Okay. Question 2 for 1.5 points. The main antagonist in Gremlins 2, The New Batch, is known for his trademark glasses and eloquent speech. What is his name?
Did Chris buzz in?
Chris buzzed in. Chris.
Is it the brainy gremlin?
It's Brain Gremlin, so I will give it to you. Yes, that is correct. You got it. You got it.
Okay.
Wow. Well done.
Okay.
All right. 9.5.
Okay. Question 3. What is my astrological sign? Chris.
Aquarius.
Nope.
It's worth the guess.
I know what your birthday is. I just don't know what signs are.
Sagittarius.
Nope.
All right.
I don't know any of this shit.
Topaz.
That's not an astrological sign.
No, bronze.
Cancer.
All right, nobody gets a point.
Wait,
It's
so what's the
Gemini.
sign?
Fuck.
It's Gemini.
That's mine. Fuck. Why did I not know that?
I don't know. I thought you would get that. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Question 4. In my favorite film, Heathers, the name Heather is said 90 times. How many characters in the movie are actually named Heather? Chris?
None.
Incorrect. Shane?
Fuck.
3.
Correct. You get 1.5 points.
Yeah, baby.
Is Christian Slater in that?
Yes, he
He
is.
is. Correct.
He's cool
Yeah.
as shit in that.
All right. What are our totals now?
Total. I haven't. Nothing.
9.5.
14.
Fuck. I'm
Wow.
at a pedestrian 11.
Wow. The bonus round really gave it to you. I should have been a little bit more difficult with those.
Yeah, baby.
Fuck, I am gonna watch the MCU now.
$1 million.
Just to prepare for any episodes.
Well,
in the future.
I still have that. I have that quiz ready to go for you. Although I do have to update it now.
Fucking shitting me?
with,
Oh
like,
yeah,
2
he
new
made a whole
things.
quiz for you. Yeah, that's right. All right.
So
well,
you will have to.
Oh,
Shane
we'll have to do
wins.
that.
He gets $100 million.
I'm a millionaire. Now you gotta do an episode on me, baby. I'm a piece of shit. First move, sign a contract with ICE just for promotional. I don't offer any services. I'll just be a spokesman. Number 2, NFTs, but somehow more exploitative. We literally mine them out of the earth.
It's like the tungsten cube.
We should give like the listener that gets the most points. We should give them an NFT of the first show
That's right. That's definitely
or the whole
what we'll
show.
do.
I don't know. It's all fake. It doesn't matter.
Here's a little bonus question. Episode 1 of Eat the Rich was initially taken down
Okay,
and
all
then
right.
re-uploaded with a significant portion of the beginning cut out. What was that significant portion about?
Unreal.
I purposely
did
did not say the re-released version of episode 1. I originally had the question written like
If you know DM Shane,
DM
Yeah.
Shane only. DM
Yeah.
Shane anyway. About
It's not that
gremlins,
bad.
critters.
It's not that bad.
It's fine.
It's not that bad.
It's been a wild ride. It's not the worst thing that's been said on this show.
Definitely not.
I was talking to our friend, the former Mr. Movies, the other day, and he
Mr.
said something,
Movies.
and I said, sometimes I think about how much audio there is of me saying that people should, and I get anxious. So obviously bleep
man.
that, and it'll be funny when you bleep it.
The Mr. formerly known as Movies. Yeah, it's been 2 years. A lot of weird shit has happened. It's been 2 years?
It's been
and
over
3
It's been over
months?
2 years.
right? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I moved
Look
to
at us,
Philadelphia
guys.
since then, since you guys started.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Damn.
We've all met in
haven't-
person now. We hadn't when you guys first started the show. I mean, some of us had, but
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
No, and this is, at some point we obviously we'll have to fucking get together. That's not for the listeners. That's for us. We're going to have a good old time, and we definitely don't drink to excess when we see each other. And I would love to do a live show at some point. That would be a lot of fun.
I would not
think-
do that. I'll be in the audience.
I'd put a deposit down at Mac's Tavern in Staten Island. See if we could rent out their back room there. I think that'd be fun.
Do they have a green room?
That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm
It's
talking
very important.
green
Very
room.
important.
I'm talking snacks. I'm talking
What do you-
like massage chairs.
Master Shayna, have you run out of views again, Master Shayna? I see that you need them more.
like a spread that just has like fucking bagel bites on platters.
Or like a big
Little, like,
hoagie?
like a party sub. Taquitos.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something we haven't done in 2 years, and I've never gotten to have a party
A
sub.
party sub?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
party sub.
I don't know why you haven't
100
had it.
episodes.
100 feet of party
slices.
sub.
Yeah, 100
Yeah.
feet.
100 hot dogs. Hang on to your hot dogs, folks. 100 episodes more. 100 100,000 episodes.
100 episodes. Here's to 1,000 more.
A million, billion more.
Maybe like 100 more.
In hyperspace.
Maybe 100 more.
In the metaverse.
It's a lot. It's a lot to handle.
It's a lot.
We're moving into virtual reality. Sorry.
Do you know the things that we fucking put in our fucking skulls as a result of this show? Child slavery and fucking death and destruction and climate holocaust and all that shit. It's fucking.
I think about that stuff all the time, anyways.
But also the good times. Also the good times. Which mostly us, just abusing our bodies and all the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I listened to a few of the old episodes, and it is nice. We really do have a good time together.
Yeah.
My favorite thing I've gotten out of the last 2 years is a couple of pals.
Look at us.
And I mean that sincerely. You guys are my really close friends, and I've enjoyed doing this for 100 episodes. And if we want to end it. We've had a good run.
This is it.
This could be the last show. I mean, we haven't
surprise.
discussed it.
We had a good run. We had a
14 points. I go out on a win. You know what I mean?
Go out on top, baby.
You got it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a sunk cost. You're putting bad money after good money. You know what I mean?
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Look at us. Who's living better than us right now? Well, probably
Bernard
all the
Arnault.
subjects.
I mean, yeah. Elon Musk,
the subjects.
Joe Biden. He probably has like unlimited access to like the amphetamines that keep him moving in his dead body.
Yeah.
You know.
Stay cool.
Lion Biden.
Good night, folks.
Goodbye, folks. See you later. Stay
Forever.
cool.
See you in hell.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Oh, every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shiny lights. Yeah, a different city every night. Oh, I swear the world better prepare for when I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, I would have a show like Oprah. I would be the host of Everyday Christmas. Give Travi a wish list. I'd probably pull a Angelina and Brad Pitt and adopt a bunch of babies that ain't never had shit. Give away a few Mercedes like, here lady, have this. And last but not least, grant somebody their last wish. It's been a couple months that I've been single, so you can call me Travis Claus minus the ho-ho. Get it? I'll probably visit where Katrina hit, and damn sure do a lot more than FEMA did. Yeah, can't forget about me, stupid. Everywhere I go, I'ma have my own theme music.
Oh, every time I close my eyes,
What you see,
I see